Good morning. It is Monday. I am so tired. I went to bed at like 10, half 10, I think it was last night. Shattered. New week. So today I am going to go home and upload all the footage from the wrestling event. And at some point I need to edit and get my blog up as well because it's not done yet. I think last week's probably going to be reasonably short. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, I'll be at home all day today, which should be nice. I'm behind on wrestling, watching, professional wrestling, so I need to do that as well. Not really much, didn't do much yesterday, just sat and watched films and all of that lot, so yeah, it was nice, got a takeaway, didn't do much really. Didn't even leave the house, I went in the garden a couple of times, that was it. I didn't even go to the shop, so I'm so tired. A show like this just wears me out now. I feel like I'm getting old, because it takes me so long to recover from this kind of thing. I could quite happily just go home and go back to bed and not do any of it. I really could, but I'm not going to because, I want to get my footage out there. I'm very excited. That's the end of my my footage. I've just watched it back. I'm actually quite impressed with myself. I managed to get some really, really good footage. Some of it's a little bit wobbly because it's my first time using the monopod. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. So I've just finished checking it. I've just got to edit one little bit. And all that is actually, I put the names up when the wrestlers come out. And I need to just make that a little bit longer because some of the names are quite long. So I'm going to make those stay on screen for just a wee bit longer. I'm currently messing about with my camcorder because I forgot that I've got that battery pack, so that's plugged in and I've just put it on my desk to record just to see how long it lasts. It's still running off of the battery hasn't gone down any, and it's been recording for a good hour or two, maybe more. Got my hair up. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me on the screen unless I can. It doesn't tell me on. Oh, hang on, can I? Oh, so far I've been going for 2 hours. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, so that is going to work. Now I'm agonising over, do I get my new glasses first? Or do I get the screen for my camcorder first? I don't need the screen for the camcorder yet for a while. So I think I should get my glasses first. You watch, I'll probably go get a fucking eyes tested and I'll go, no, your eyes are fine. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I've had a really good day of editing and messing about and generally, not doing very much. I've got some steps in, making a headband for my mum, like this one, but it's in green. Star Trek reference there, for those of you who don't know. It's green. This is West Yorkshire Spinners signature yarn, and this is spring green. This came from their seasons pack. Yeah, and yesterday also came my yarn, not yesterday, on Saturday, also came this yarn. This is from the Created Yarn Company, and this is the King Arthur Club. This is month 1, and this is Camelot. Love the little bit of gold that's up here. So I'll be interested to see what that looks like spun up. And Claire gave me this. Guys, look how fucking pretty this is. This is vintage tinsel, and this might well end up being another headband because I think these colours would look fantastic in ultralac. Their yarn always smells so nice. I love working with that yarn because it smells woolly. Yeah. So all I need to do now is edit the tags, and then this baby can upload. So yeah. Really, really pleased with how well this came out. It is just, yeah, really pleased with it. What more could I ask for? So I never thought about this. Who was it said? I now cannot find it. There we go. Jack's Low. Yeah. When I was talking to you about like doing the tarot of the day, I haven't done one really for this month. I took a couple of weeks off, and then Jack's Low reminded me that YouTube has short stories too. Maybe we could do that. I don't know anything about them, so I'm going to look into it. And I just do want to say to everybody, thank you so much for the compliments about my makeup and my colourful top and all of that lot. Yeah, you guys are the best. Good morning. It is Tuesday. Yeah, it is. I uploaded wrestling last night and then it got flagged on about 5 different fucking songs. So the annoying thing is you can click like one song and say, yeah, mute it. So it mutes it, but it goes through the whole processing shit. So each song basically takes about 3 hours, if not more, to mute. I gave up last night, went to bed, left it going. So I've done 2 songs, I've got 3 more to do. So it would have been quicker for me to actually make a note of what needed to be cut and gone back and redone it myself, because it's all still loaded up in iMovie. It would have been quicker for me to go back, mute that section, and then upload it again. So yeah. Note for those of you who might upload something that's fucking copyrighted. Bloody wrestlers not getting permission. Alex actually has permission to use Fire's Fade. He messaged them on Facebook, explained, you know, who he is and what he does, and said he'd like to use the music for his entry. And they messaged him back within a couple of hours and said, yeah, dude, you know, you have our permission, best of luck to you. Brilliant. So far I've spent the morning putting some oil on my hair to try and condition it a little bit more. Now I'm going down my mother's to pay some bills. And then I'm going home again, because why the fuck not? I don't really feel like cleaning today. I just want to be at home, catching up on wrestling and loads of other shit. So yeah, let's go back a bit now, which is nice. I'm off to get Daryl from school. This makes my forehead look huge. Large forehead. I went down, paid mum's bills, and spent an hour dozing. Well, trying to doze. And then Alex was like, oh, if I come up, can you help me get a phone? You know, 25 years old, you still can't buy a telephone on the internet. Never mind. So, yeah. Gonna get Daryl, go home. I don't know. It's gonna be a lazy afternoon. I'm fucking tired. Didn't even hear my alarm clock go off this morning. I woke up at 7:20. I must have turned it off, but I didn't hear it, and I don't remember it going off. I just woke up at 7:20. Panic. Yeah. Sun's come out and it's gorgeous. So I'm quickly going to go and clean the shower and the toilet at the big house, and then I'm going to go to town and meet up with Callie, Rob and the baby. Yay, because I haven't seen Nathaniel for about a week. I like to see him regularly because then I like him to know who I am. Yes, I've done my face with all the shine for Becca because she said, you know, fucking shine, girl. And I quite like how I've placed my blusher, although it does look like I've got a hell of a lot more on one cheek than it does the other. Oh well, all coming out with odd cheeks. I'm really paranoid about that all day now. Oh well, fuck it. So yeah. I can't see because I'm fucking blind in the sunlight. I'm going to have to look in the mirror when I get to my mum's. And if it's that bad, I'm going to have to get home and redo it before I go out. Which is really bad because I drove down here. It's like everybody's still asleep at mum's house. Lazy bastards and all. It's definitely not even. Can I live with it? I actually thought I'd put too much on that side and tried to dull it down with setting powder, but now I'm looking at it and I actually quite like it. No, that's been one of the quickest turnarounds I've done. I went in, cleaned the shower, cleaned the toilet, and then my mum was like, can you wash the toilet floor? Because we've got like, you know, basically 3 male tenants. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I went up, washed toilet floor, washed bathroom floor. Can you put the Hoover around downstairs? I need to go and meet my daughter. So yeah, it's okay. So I Hoover around downstairs. So I was like, right, done? She said, yeah. Sat there for a minute going, now I'm rushing out the door. I hope I can get into Newport all right. It's the Isle of Wight Festival this weekend. I am not going. I'm dog sitting for my neighbour. But traffic is usually dire trying to get into the festival. Or trying to get into Newport because they start piss-assing around with the roads and stuff now. So, yeah. So, wind my windows down, turn my music up, and thoroughly enjoy it, I think. I'm hot. All this hair is hot. I love it though. I love it both up and down. I think it looks great in a fuck-off great big bun. And I've even had compliments from the other mums. Ow, shit. Press the wrong button on my little thing. And I always forget to wait a second as well. Oops, sorry. So, yeah. Off to town. I'll see you in a bit. Girl down there, she's screaming into the phone. She sounds well upset. She also sounds like her voice is going, so yeah. So I've just been in Boots. And I bought some, actually I'll show you when I get in the car. Let me get in the car and then I can show you. I can find my keys. Oh my god, there we are. Right. Oh god, it's hot in my car. Hang on just a second. I bought some Hydra Luminous setting spray. I bought some brown lipstick because this is quite purpley, and while I don't mind it, I actually prefer to wear brown during the day. And I also bought some cheek tint, which I've now got on that cheek, and it actually matches with the blusher I'm wearing quite well, and she said it will go quite well with brown as well. This is Dusk Pink, so I'm going to try those. And she said this, you can either just put this on and allow this to dry, or you can put this on and then gloss as well if you wish to. So that would be quite good. I might have a play with that. I'm hoping this is a super stay. She said it was, and it's down as a number 7 Stay Perfect lip lacquer. These are all number 7 products, so I actually got one for free. I don't know which one I got for free. So just to give you an idea on price, the fixing spray was $13.50. The lip stuff was 12, and I got the blusher, which should have been 10, for free because it's 2 for 3. So that's awesome. Yeah. Right, I've had lunch with Callie and the baby and Rob, and now I'm going to go home. I haven't got Daryl for a bit because he's going to Blake's house. So yeah, quite good. It'll be just me for a little bit longer. So I'll see you at home. I keep seeing these gorgeous clothes on the internet. You know, like long, sort of flowy, hippie clothes, I suppose you'd call them. And I'd really like to get some. But they're all on, like, people who resemble twigs. What? You're not starving? No, you're not. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. You've got biscuits in your bowl. Yeah, and I do not resemble a twig, right? You know, it's like some of these clothes are, you know, size 8. My boobs are size 8 each, at least. I do not. My feet are so hot, so I'm taking my shoes off. I haven't been able to fit into a size 8 since I was 15. You know, I've got 5 children. I am big. I am curvy. I am, you know, I love my food too much to be a size 8. But I don't seem to be able to find any really nice clothes. It's like I've just been looking at this shop on Etsy because I saw a dress that I really, really liked. And I went and had a look, and it says free size. And I'm looking at it, and yeah, oh, that was it. Yeah, you tie it up at the back. Now, I need to be able to wear a bra, sorry. But, you know, these babies cannot go unsupported. So that's no good. I need to learn how to make clothes, you know, like dresses or tunic style tops. I don't like long sleeves. I never wear long sleeves unless I'm really, really cold, in which case I'll wear a hoodie or a jumper. It's got to be, you know, warm. But as a result, as a rule, I do not wear long sleeves. So I want tunic style top like this that flare to cover up all of this, or dresses, you know, but that don't look like a shapeless sack where you just basically sewed 2 pieces of material together without any modification. But I don't know anything about sewing, and I have the same problem with dress patterns. I go and look at patterns and I go, that's really, really nice. Oh yes, so it's a size 12. Fuck off, your average woman is a size 16 to 18 nowadays. You know, and it's really, really pissing me off. I am quite happy with my weight being what it is. Sometimes I get a bit pissed off with it, but the majority of the time I don't know, maybe I'm fooling myself. Maybe I fool myself into thinking big, beautiful woman, do you know? Stuart liked me the way that I am. He never had any compunction about me being big. He wouldn't care now that I'm 30 pounds heavier than I was when he passed away. He wouldn't give a shit. You know, he loved all of me for what I am. But the clothing company is what makes women like me feel like shit. It really does. I would just like to be able to buy some easy patterns for a plus size woman and not have to pay extra to do so. Because that's the other thing. You go and, you know, I need to go and buy a plus size tunic and it's going to cost me 10 quid more than it would for somebody who's a size 8. I get it's because it's, you know, more material now, but it doesn't cost that fucking much more. It's a rip-off. This is why I'd like to make my own clothes. I'd like to go and buy bolts of material that I really like and go, yeah, I'm going to make a whole wardrobe out of it. I'd like to have a go at making trousers, but I can't because I can't find a pattern that fits me. Hey, so I've washed my hair. I've put quite a lot of oil and that in my hair over the past sort of few days. And yesterday, Callie said to me that my unlocked little wispy bits looked wet. And it's not wet, it was because of the oil. So I've given my hair the mother of all washings. I used the Herbal Essences Detox, and then I used the locking shampoo I've got upstairs. And then I actually used regular tea tree conditioner on my hair. and I rinsed forever because there was soap residue in my hair. I ended up leaning on the end of the the back of your bath slopes like that, and basically having my hair and just going up and down my hair until there was no more fucking soap coming out. My God, my hair feels really clean. Really, really clean. It feels a little bit softer where I've used the conditioner, and it's a cheap tea tree conditioner. Although, what I did was I used the dreadlock shampoo on my scalp and probably the top cover, and then I just it wasn't a brilliant conditioning job. I just rubbed some on here, but it has enough made a difference. And then I rinsed so that the soap took out the conditioner as well. And then like I said, I literally leaned on the back of the bath so that my hair was going downwards like that, and I just went over and over and over and over and over it with the shower head until I got no more bubbles. And so it took flipping ages. I must have been up there rinsing for about half an hour, and that was after I'd washed it twice. So yeah, needless to say, my head and my neck hurt a little bit. I forgot to weigh myself. I was gonna do it and I forgot to fucking do it. But I am going to braid my hair, I think, just to get a little bit of kink in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my this can be a bug spray. It can also be a moisturizing spray. And it's just some distilled water, peppermint and tea tree and rosemary oil, just to give it a bit of, to help keep the condition. I plan to braid it today, and I'd like to keep the braids in for at least a couple of days. I'm going to try and keep them in until like Sunday. Smoothie. I have discovered that if I braid it, it's better to not brush it, because I brushed the kink out, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the 3 locks that I plan to braid, work the spray through because it's got oils in it, which is good for mold and bugs, because children at school, and my head's already itching just thinking about it, and all that kind of thing. But it will help if you're locked and you have thick locks like I do. Like this one's really, really thick. This is probably one of my thickest ones, as well as my Miss L lock, which is this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the oil down through it, give it a light palm roll, and it will help prevent any mold, because as somebody with thick locks, when you braid wet hair, it's like if you have brushable hair, wash your hair and then immediately put it up in a plait, 3-strand plait, and 9 times out of 10 it will still be slightly damp the next day. That's not good for your hair. That can create mold, and as a locked person, that is something that we have to be very, very aware of, because you do not want mold in your hair. So that's partly what the tea tree is going to help prevent, because it helps cut out the mold. My hair is quite dry now. It's been wrapped up in a microfiber towel. So as you can see, I've got 3 strands here that are all roughly about the same length, and all I'm going to do, shake it up to mix it, because it's got oils and water, and of course they don't. Spray it down the length of my locks. And again, you don't want it dripping, okay? And then I'm just going to braid it. As I've taken up my wispy ends, I can't do the bit around the bottom that I was doing before. But to be honest, I've got an extra bit there. To be honest, I found that my loose ends, my wispies, looked messy. I didn't like them. So I'm just going to braid down as far as I can with locked hair. That's why I got rid of all the wispies. I've got a feeling I'm going to be at this a while. So go as far as you can. Not only that, but where my hair has dried out quite a lot, this will help just put the moisture back in for the kink. Sorry, I knew what I was saying. Some of them I might I mean, I could on probably all of them make the knot with, because there's always one knot that's longer than the others, isn't it? And just tie it up with its own hair. But then that's going to be a pain in the ass to remove them all. So I'm just going to make doubly sure that they are all smelling of tea tree amide. And there you go. That's one braid. So I'm going to do the rest, and yeah, we'll be back in a minute. It's 11:55. Let's see how long it takes. All done. Feels a bit bulky, but of course it would do because I've braided a load of dreads together. It doesn't actually look too bad when it's done. I quite like how it looks. My sections still look really quite neat, which is quite good because I haven't done any root maintenance for quite a while. I have got some postpartum hair loss going on. It never came back. My hairline used to be here after Daryl was born, and it's very, very thin here. It happened about 6 months after he was born, which is what actually caused me to cut off my first ever set of dreads. But yeah, it looks okay. I can live with it like this for a bit, a night or two. It'll go up in my cap, and because I haven't got my accent set in, it'll go up a lot easier in my sleep cap. The accent set is making it very, very hard for me to get all my hair into my sleep cap because I'm basically adding 10 extra dreads in. So I am going to have to get a dread sock or a do-rag or something, which basically works a bit like the cap, but it's long. Like think of the old like Scrooge night hats where you put the hat on and then you've got like the tail so that this all can all go inside it. So maybe I'll get one of those. I just think it might be a little bit more comfortable. So I'm going to have a bit of a look for one of those. But yeah, oh, it's time is 12:37. So say I stopped about 12:35. So that took me, what, half an hour? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I did have to undo one because I got to the end and I had one odd braid that wasn't in anywhere. So I ended up undoing this one. Some of them are multi-braids. This is a 3 because I can tell because it's really thin. But I've got others like this one where I might have added in another braid. And then at the end it's sort of 2 twists. The only trouble when you 2 twist it is that it tries to undo. And because this is in with my braid, it's not tight enough. So I don't think that's going to be very crinkly, which is why on most of them, I've tried to do those with a dread in it. This is like a 4 because it had a couple of shorties. So like you see that braid is in there. So hopefully that'll come out a bit crinkly. There's one with Daryl's hair in it. So yeah, yeah. It's going to take ages to dry because the weather is shit. It was supposed to be really nice and sunny today and it's not. It's 19 degrees, but it's cold and it's cloudy and my hands are now really, really cold from working with wet hair. So yeah, that's how much spray I've got left. So what I might do in a minute is spray the whole lot again, but I really want to give it a chance to dry because like I say, it's 12:35, so I probably won't. If it was hot, I would do, you know, I would saturate it, which would give it more crinkle technique kind of thing. But where it isn't really nice outside, it's not sunny, it's grey skies. I don't know whether it's going to rain today or not, but you know. So my thought is that I'd probably leave it. But saying that, I'm probably going to end up spraying it. So who am I kidding? Yeah. I was thinking about doing a face, but I don't know. I don't know if I could be bothered. I might do. I might just put a small one on. You know, a light face. I might just to. Because I look so plain when I've got no makeup on now. I might just do a single colour. Eyeshadow and some foundation and a bit of blush. Yeah, might. Got someone coming to look at the room actually in a little while, and I went to call his mum. So hopefully he'll take it and he'll be reliable. hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. So I love how Daryl's dreads look when they're braided in different colours. Yes. Alright, I'll see you a bit later. Why are people such arseholes? I'm still trying to get the room rented out. And I put a post up on some of the groups. And I'd already had one up on one of them, so I bumped it. And I've had like people say, oh, is it time wasters who wouldn't move in there? Or no, time wasters who would rather go to jail than live in that dirty room. And I'm like, excuse me? I don't even know these people. I'm like, the room's perfectly clean. It's got a new bed, new drawers, it's been freshly painted, and the carpet's been professionally cleaned. Where the fuck is the dirt? You know, I'm going to put some pictures up here to show you. I just don't get it. Why? Struggling today. Really struggling. The alarm went off this morning. Again, I didn't want to get up, but I did. I got Daryl to school, and I have done stuff today, but I'm exhausted, like a headache, fucking falling asleep on my ass, exhausted. I cleaned the bathrooms, well, the bath and sink. I haven't cleaned the bathroom floor. Cleaned the bath and sink. Cleaned the kitchen. And I've hoovered downstairs. That's all I've done today. And I really need to blitz the entire house. So I haven't had the energy. And then I fell asleep for a little bit. Well, I tried to fall asleep for a little bit because I was tired. Didn't work. I'm dog sitting tonight, so.
Hi!
Hi, go on.
I've just been at school.
Hang on. I know you've pulled it too far. Get off it. We're adjusting the mat.
Yes.
Pull it that way a little bit.
Yeah.
Pull it that way a little bit. That's it. Now let go. That's it. Perfect.
Oh, it's really slow.
Get off. Come on.
Oh, I love.
There. So I won't be able to go to sleep until 11, half 11
Oh, that's
tonight.
midnight.
But thankfully, no school run tomorrow because it's Saturday. Hair is still in braids. Somebody just said to me, "What have you done to your hair?" It's also back in like a low ponytail, which gives me this weird sort of 1950s bulge. But you know, there. Yeah. So I'll probably take it out tomorrow and allow them to be crinkly. Yeah. Anyway, so there was some pacing going on and it was all getting rather fraught and frantic. So I shut everybody in the lounge because they were all starting to get a bit with each other. Daryl's gone to bed, so I've got her there. Her over there. And her there. And they finally all settled down as soon as I shut them all in one room. She's only woken up because I started to talk. Okay, so I have effected repairs on the pippy wheel as there was a break, and I had a guy who does wood turning come out and have a look, and he said, yeah, he said you could try gluing it and let's just see what happens. So I glued it. It's had a couple of days for the glue to set, and I'm going to have a go at spinning some fibre on it. This has been divided up because it's got small bobbins, and this is called Iris, and it's by Dorklicious Fibre Arts, and it's a Superwash Chevier pearl something or other and some tri-label nylon to give it a sort of sparkle. It was dyed especially for me because she bought the yarn and she just wanted to try it basically. So I'm going to sit you on there a sec. So let's see. Now I have not spun on this wheel other than a quick sort of Yeah, that didn't work, Sam. Hang on, I'm going to swap cameras. Hopefully that's all in shot and you can see it. So I've stuck a leader on the bobbin. And now it's just a question of, can I get it to go? Well, it's pulling on and it's twisting. It's not pulling on as fast as I would like. But we're getting there. Right, let's have a little try with some yarn. This will eventually be sock yarn, so, you know. I'm just going to take a small piece off to begin with, just to play with. Bearing in mind I've never used this blend of fibre before either, so it feels quite rough, which is quite surprising. It's really cool because the wheel actually has like weights in it. Yeah, it's not putting on anywhere near as fast as I would like. Trouble is, the mother of all is at its tightest point, so I need to, other way, shorten the drive band a bit. But there you go, it works. Yes, the wheel has some weights in it, so when you stop spinning, the wheel will return to the same place every time. That's it, we're going now. She works. So we do know that this wheel was manufactured in 1982. We also know that Claire's mum never used her. She bought her with the intention of learning to spin and just never learned, never figured it out. I had a brief spin on this back, oh gosh, 8-9 years ago at least. And yeah, this is lovely to spin on actually, especially for sock weight yarn. This is going to make a nice 3-ply yarn. You literally just have to tap the treadle to make her go. Just move down a hook. I hope you're getting all of this. And then let's try another angle. That's a good shot, that's a good shot. She spins lovely, Claire. Great for high twisting yarns. So what I'm doing is I'm drafting the yarn out, and then the motion of the wheel puts the twist in like so, and then it just pulls it onto the bobbin. And then what you do is you move down a hook. She's got so many hooks, it's great. Yeah, we know she was made in 1982, because there's a year mark on the bottom of her. We're not sure whether it's February 1982 or December 1982, but regardless. Yeah, she's never been used except by me, which is kind of cool. Oh, you could easily spin from the fold on this. I am spinning from the fold. Oh, I could do long draft easily on this. Oh yeah. But my long draft spinning tends to get really, really thin. I think if she had a fatter core on the bobbins, it would take up a little bit easier, because it seems to take up quite well once it's got going. Oh, the way wheel. And see what my hands are doing. So you have the fibre in one hand and you hold it like a baby bird, and then you draft it out. Right hand controls the twist, left hand controls the fibre, and as you pull it out, yeah, I mean, this wheel was like manufactured in 1982, and she's got the original drive band on it. You know, it's got all the original parts, which is just amazing. She spins beautifully. Yeah, the wheel will always return to the position where this bit is uppermost, because there are weights in the back of the wheel that keep it in that position, basically, so they end up downmost. Very, 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 very nice. It spins beautifully. Absolutely stunning. This is the yarn that I have just spun. You've just watched me spin this. Very, very, very nice. It is a nice wheel to spin on. I never usually like Saxony wheels, which is what the kind of wheel this is, where you've got the wheel off to one side. Don't usually go for them, but this is an absolute dream. Really, really nice to spin on. So I'm going to do a little bit more, just to finish off that handful that I pulled out. And then I can get dressed, I suppose.
Hi,
Right,
we're just going.
we're going to go off into town. So
and get some toys.
thought I would take all my braids out. We are not going to go and buy toys.
Yes, we are.
No, we aren't.
Please, can we just get some?
No.
We'll just get one.
No, Daryl, don't keep on.
She is not nice.
Stop it.
She is not nice.
Shh, please.
You are not nice.
So this lipstick is that other Huda lipstick,
I hate
which is famous. So I've done all my makeup.
I hate lipstick.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
No. For some reason, I'm wearing this giant...
He's got a Stegosaurus t-shirt on.
No, the Stegosaurus is on my whole body.
Yeah.
And there's a tree growing out of my body.
Go on, off you go, please.
Do I still have time to watch?
Yeah, I'm just undoing all my hair. Can't get the top of the braid undone. That's why you have to be careful when you braid your hair if you've got loose ends, because otherwise it all tries to dread together. They're not overly crinkly, but no, I probably should have soaked them after washing them. They feel dry after being washed. They need a good bit of conditioning. Yeah, I probably should have soaked them while they were in the plaits. I did think about that, but it was like late last night and I was like, yeah, maybe not. What I should have done was done it like when I got up yesterday, just soaked the whole thing and then allowed them to dry until today, sort of thing. I did have somebody ask me, what have you done to your hair yesterday? Cut it, have you? I was like, no, I've braided it. It makes, what do you call them? Like subtle, that's it, subtle. But considering it only took half an hour to do, you know, it's not bad. Some of them I had to redo because I found like a couple of dreads that I hadn't incorporated in, so you know they got incorporated. I had to sort of undo and redo a braid, or two braids actually, but okay, let's do this one. But I actually found that once I'd braided it up, I could put it back into like a half ponytail style to keep it out of my way. And that worked really, really well yesterday. I had my hair up like that all day and it didn't pull, it wasn't heavy, it wasn't uncomfortable. In fact, I even forgot it was back like that. And I found that regular hairbands were better than those little clear ones that you get from like the pound shop, or you know, these worked a lot better. They didn't break for a start, and I didn't keep finding them all over the house, which I did with the other ones for days and weeks, and it was just like, this is ridiculous. And tying your own dread around the bottom just makes it more difficult to undo, because you know, just does. It makes it crinky though. Use pants next time. But I've got a lot of loose hair, so I need to work on getting my hair up. Needs to do some maintenance, dude. I had some bloke have a go at me for putting somebody else's hair in my dreads the other day. This here is made from Miss L's hair, and I dreaded it up, stuck it in my hair and posted photos on Instagram, and this bloke was like, you shouldn't put other people's hair in, you shouldn't use other people's locks in your hair. And I was like, it wasn't, oh yeah, their journey is not yours or something. And I was like, it was brushable hair. I locked it up and added it. You shouldn't use it unless she's your child, because of bad vibes. And I was like, dude, you don't know anything about her or me or our relationship, so mind your own fucking business. You know, it's just like, how rude. And he was like, you shouldn't do it, because, you know, bad mojo and all that lot. I was just like, oh, whatever. You know, I was well aware of what it means to put somebody else's hair in mine, so mind your own. But even after he was told, you know, he just kept going on and on and on about it. It's like, you need to get over yourself. Doesn't make them curly, it just gives it a little bit of a lift. Look at that, it's a spring. I'd love to have a go at Bantu knots, but it takes ages to do. And I'm sure I would upset somebody in the black culture if I did. And I don't want to cause an argument, so I will just stick with doing braids. I'm just pushing all my synthetics down into place so that they're not sliding down or anything. Yeah, Bantu knots or lock knots. But then I'm like, how the fuck do you sleep in them? Because they do not look comfortable. You know? Although, that's 2-strand twisting. I might have a go at that next time. Do a 2-strand twist on my hair. And, well, that's... I saw one woman, she did like a 2-strand twist lock knot. And I was like, I want to have a go at that, because it looks really good. She's a police officer in America. She's a black lady. And now my locks are a bit softer and pliable rather than stiff and sticking out everywhere. It's something I think I could do. Because, I mean, look how squiggly these are. And that's 2-strand twisted. And then twisted around themselves to stop them from coming undone. Twisted around the rest of the braid sort of thing. See, what I did with this is that's 2-strand there, and then I just wrapped it around the rest of the braid. So if I undo this bit, it is going to be majorly crinkly. And this is what I'm thinking I could maybe do next week. See what I mean? I might try this next week instead of just braids, which might give me a little bit of crinkle, but not a lot. Boing. Bang, bang, bang. Springy hair. Yeah, oh yeah, twisting it will look fucking brilliant. Might do it like early Saturday morning and then get up early on Monday and take them out before doing the school run. Oh, I can't. I've got a show this weekend, or next weekend, and I'm not going to the show with my hair up in twists and that. I could do it Friday though, and then take them out just before the show. Trouble is, if I don't like it, then I've got to go to the show with crinkly ass hair. You know, I mean, it's highly unlikely that I will dislike it, but you never know. I love how this looks with the dowel braid running through it. Absolutely love it. Looks really good. I've already undone one that's got his hair in it, and it looks quite nice. His head tends to crinkle quite well by the look of things. But he has a slight curl to his hair, so. Just remembered I hadn't cleaned my jewellery after doing my makeup.
They don't go down to your bum anymore.
Well, hang on a minute, I haven't undone them all yet. They don't crinkly, look.
I don't want crinkly. I want them down to your bum. But they're really fun to play with.
Oh, they're fun to play with. Don't
What?
pull on them.
Blowing.
So on this one, for example, I had one dread that was a lot longer. So what I did was I wrapped it around like the entire braid. And then the second one comes in here, and so does the third one. Look how springy that is, look.
No, look how springy this one is.
Cool, isn't it?
Yes, this is so much. No, look how springy this one is, boy. Wait a minute, let me try the one you just done. Oh, let me try this one. Boy.
Let go, please, because I can't unbraid it where you've got hold of one.
This is just so much fun.
Have I got any that need to be undone at the back? Can you see any braids? Well, I've put 3 together.
Nope.
It's all undone, is it? Except
Yep.
for that one. No, I've got, yeah. Is that my last one? No, have I got one up there? Or are they all undone as well?
Boy. This is just so much fun. I could maybe do this all day. We're going to be late to get there.
No, we're not. There's no time limit to get there. Just go there when we want.
Yes, there is a time limit. 15:06.
And get my shoes for me. And it doesn't have to be 3-strand either. As you can see here, I've got a 4. And what I do is I just hold the short strand with a longer strand. It means that you're not likely to run out.
Hoyama.
So,
Hoyama.
yeah, okay, put them down for me, please. So there you go.
Hoyama.
Crinkly. I mean, not hugely, you know, like I said, it just gives it a little bit more,
fun.
you know, it gives it a bit more poof
Oh, look how.
and a bit of
Hey, I was playing with
bit
one
of body
that.
shape. But yeah, I think because these are so fucking crinkly, I think I am going to try that 2-strand twist next week, or you know, at some point.
Oh, that was the one I was playing with.
Just because I mean, this looks brilliant. I love it.
Let me.
So yeah, I mean, I like it looking a bit
What's
more
this
full.
one?
I mean, I love dreads naturally, but having them with a bit of body to them.
Hey, I was
Stop it, please.
That's just so much fun.
You know, it just makes them look that much cooler, doesn't it? So there we go.
When they were down to your bum, they looked amazing. Mom.
Well, they are still down to my bum. They're just a bit curly, so. Right, we are going to put shoes on
And then
and we're going shopping
to
to get my mitts because I've run out of antidepressants again. Because,
we're going
you know,
to
I'm about to
see
have
if we can find a Jackson Storm car.
We're not.
We are.
No, we're not.
I heard that.
No, we're not.
We
Put your
are.
hairband up. Stop pulling at me. Goodness sake. Right, so we'll see you in a bit.
Hi.
Hi.
There's one of those bikes over there.
What is that? One of those electric scooters. So we're in town. God, it's hot. It's really hot. Really, really, really hot. Oh, stop kicking bottle tops for her. So we're going to go and pick up my medication, go and grab some lunch, go and find somewhere shady to sit and eat, drink, and then go home.
I want to.
I'm not getting toys today. I've told you about 5 times now. So yeah, I just hope my makeup isn't
Why
running down my face because I am sweaty.
Is it so?
Yeah, let's not sit here. We're sitting in direct sunlight and I'm going fucking blind. Come on. Let's go over here where it's shady. I don't even know what temperature it is right now. Hang on, let me have a quick look. Oh, it's hard to do this one-handed. It is 22 degrees.
That's really hot.
Oh, it's hot. So, has my makeup smudged at all? No? Good. This is why I don't wear eyeliner
My
anymore.
steps is really big.
So your step's really big. What's your steps then?
Look at mine.
Mine is 5,000. What have you got?
3,732.
3,732. Cool.
Is that more than you?
Not yet, but then I've been wearing my watch all day, so
Oh, I think I'm gonna catch
probably be
up.
more by the time I get home.
Oh, we're gonna have a quick look.
This top is like very hot.
This one is great. I just love
Oh, nice breeze. Nice breeze. Yay.
this.
So we bought, what did we do? Oh, we got my medication
And we got some
and
food.
we got some food, and I bought a bag in the retro shop. It cost me a
And
fortune,
now we're
but I
having
really
a little
like it.
play in a grassy area, but we're not.
Yeah, we're
playing.
just gonna have a little play before we go home in
Yeah.
the fields. So yeah.
I think I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win, are you?
Yeah.
We'll see. So yeah, we're just walking down Quiet Road at the moment. It's very warm, very warm. We've just seen this really old-fashioned style fire engine.
Yeah,
I've put a picture in here.
Thing.
It's like really old, and I think it might be a German one.
Yeah. It's
But it was like, wow, in someone's garden. He's like, I don't know whether he's restoring it or just has it as an interest piece or what, but beautiful piece.
Monster.
See, this is what I hate about the Huda lipstick. You get that pink bit in the middle, which means you want to talk like this so that nobody can see the pink bit on your lips. It's quiet down.
And this is a really nice place.
It's hot. It's nice though. It's nice. It's nice to get out and walk about. So Daryl's hit 5,000 steps.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm on.
I'm 6. I'm a little.
Bloody mother winds me up though, because I said to her yesterday, I'm going to go into town tomorrow, so I'll pick up all our meds. So she said, yeah, all right then. So I goes into town, and they were like, no, we delivered them to your mum yesterday. You know, my mum's meds. I was like, so I phoned her from the pharmacy and said, have you got your meds? She said, yeah. Thanks for telling me, Mum. She never thinks to actually let me know. So we've just discovered something that we didn't know before. Not yet. Right. These are Daryl's toothbrushes. Yes, he had 2. He likes having 2. And I know for sure that one's made by Colgate. I don't know if that one is. And we just discovered today that you can stick them down. How cool is that? And then we tried it with this one. He's had this one longer because he's got 2 little feet. And these are sticky ones as well. How freaking cool!
Yeah.
It's 7:20, and I am going to show you something. First off, though, I need to empty my trash bin because it smells. Be right back. I'm standing right above my kitchen bin, which lives down there, and it's been there for a few days, and it's been really hot, so it's stunk. Anyway. In America, you have a bag that you call a purse. In England, we call it a handbag. This is my favourite one. This is my default handbag, okay? This is great. It carries this is what we call a purse. The thing that holds your coins. That's what you call a purse. And that's on a chain. I've got a pack of wipes. And then in the bottom of it, I've got a pair of scissors. The reason I've got a pair of scissors is because you know when you go to cafes and restaurants and they give you those stupid little sachets of ketchup that you just can't rip open? Scissors. Pound shop. I've also got some deodorant for stinky days, some hand sanitizer, some lotion, painkillers, and a pen. What else have I got? Oh, a few other little odds and sods, and anyway. And for the most part, that is enough room. But then there are days when this isn't big enough. I love this. I got this in TK Maxx. I paid about 35 quid for it, and it sits beautifully here. Yeah, and I love it. You know, I can carry it like that, or I can carry it in my hand, and it's great. And it just poppers together at the top, and that's it. Fab. as I said, there are days when I want a slightly bigger bag. So I've been keeping my eyes open. And today I went in this retro shop. Basically, it's a second-hand shop. Most of what he sells is vinyl records and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go and have a look, because he had like loads of DMs, Doc Marten boots, and some other boots and that. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he's got anything that fit me, you know. So I went and had a nosy, and he didn't. And then I went down the back of the store and I found this bag. Look at this. It's bigger than that other one. Okay, it's taller. It's also wider. Okay, I love it, but it smells. It's secondhand. It's, you know, 80s fashion. It's a Karen Miller bag, and it's leather. At least I assume it's leather. It smells like leather. I'm quite frankly not going to hunt all over it looking for a leather thing, but I've heard of Karen Miller, and I'm pretty sure her bags are leather. The interior is perfect. I've just taken it outside and emptied it out. There is no rips, no nothing. The interior is in perfect condition. The lining is fine. So what I'm going to do is, somebody gave me this bottle of Leather Ultra Clean by the Furniture Clinic, and I used this to clean up my furniture, funnily enough. Yeah, I used this to clean my sofa, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this bag with it, because it smells. I can't even tell you what of. It just smells musty. It's obviously been sat somewhere. So according to this, what I need is a damp sponge. So I am gonna grab that one will do. I will dispose of said damp sponge afterwards. So damp sponge, and you just go at it. So I'm going to give this a good clean, and we'll see where we are in a minute. So I'm going to clear some space, and then I can put you a little bit further down. My hands are wet. Ooh. So here's the bag. Excuse that, that's Tika. And from what I can remember, you just give this a good shake. Yeah, it just says pre-test. Wet a sponge, squeeze the excess out, pour clean it onto sponge, squeeze several times to create a foam, and then rub into the leather. Wipe away any excess cleaner using a clean cloth. Let's try it. So, oh, it's a clear liquid. I don't remember using this on my sofa. I did. I know I did use it. Oh yeah, that's it. It smells much better already. Silly, isn't it? It's basically the only thing that's wrong with it is it's been in someone's cupboard, you know, and it's got these little sort of ringlet. They're not holes. They're like an extra bit, and these have got holes in it, but then it backs onto the leather underneath. So I'm just basically going to go over this entire bag and then hang it up to dry somewhere, and hope that that solves any issues of, you know, what might be causing the smell. Because it certainly does smell fine. It's obviously, it has been locked away, because I've found like bits of, you know, I think it's even been in someone's shed for a little bit. There's a little bit of mould inside here, which is probably where the smell's coming from. The trick is, when you're cleaning something like this, is to get into all the little nooks and crannies, you know. All the bits where there are creases. Oh, my neighbour's just come round. He's had a yard sale going on, what you guys in America call a yard sale. You know, we sort of stopped and said hi earlier, and Daryl looked at a couple of the toys, and we didn't buy anything because I was just like, no, we're not buying anything. He's just come and knocked on my door and given Daryl a toy that Daryl was looking at earlier. Of course it needs batteries. The other thing I like about this bag is it's got a rigid bottom and feet on the bottom, which is great. But yeah, so there's like little areas like that where that looks like mould to me, which is probably what is causing the slightly funky smell. So I'm going to put a little bit more. That's it. And then she can hang up in a room that is well ventilated for the night to dry off. Such a shame that it's not been used. It's really it's a really nice bag. I might go to another quick. Excuse Daryl shrieking upstairs. He's playing before bed. Yelling about volcanoes. He's been learning about volcanoes at school, so he's absolutely full of volcano discussion at the moment. We were talking about the desert earlier, and he was like, well, you just go to the shop to get electric and water. I was like, oh, right, okay. Alright. Now apparently all you do is wipe this over and yeah, allow it to dry. The ties on one end are broken. They're supposed to be like sewn into a bow, but it's broken, which is fine. I don't mind that. So yeah, there we go. I'll let you know what it's like tomorrow. That actually smells so much better. I've just wiped it off with a dry cloth and it looks much cleaner. The only thing I'm a bit about is that there's not quite as much room there for me to do that, you know, but it does fit because I carry it at home like this and it actually smells much better. I'm going to see if I've got any Febreze and just Febreze the inside of it, just so that the fabric gets a bit of an airing. So yeah, but it's a Karen Miller bag, made in China. Yeah, sheep leather with polyester lining. The trim is cowhide leather and the metal is zinc alloy. So there you go. All good, all good. So yeah, I'm going to see if I've got some Febreze and just spray the inside lining just to get rid of any leftover funky smells. But otherwise, she's come out lovely. Well pleased. Well happy. Just done this whole spiel where I was nattering away to the camera. And then the screen went dark and I was like, it's not supposed to do that when it's recording. No, I'd hit record as I picked it up and then hit stop recording when I went to record. So, I've had a really, really good day. This is what I was saying. I've had a really good day. We walked into town. That takes about half an hour. We had a picnic, which was really, really nice. I got my bag, which, you know, I'm really pleased about. I got my meds. Excuse me. I got to play on my wheel, which I really, really enjoyed. Mum's headband is almost complete. Look at the colour. My mum likes green. This is we saw this morning. We passed my neighbour's house and he's having a yard sale. And Daryl picked this up and I said, we're not buying it. And Daryl was like, okay. And he just picked it up and he looked at it and he put it back down. And my neighbour knocked on my door about an hour ago and went, oh, your son's looking at this morning, and just gave it to me. And I was like, oh my God. So we don't know what it does because the batteries are flat, 'cause it takes those little fucking really thick watch battery type ones So I'm going to need to go shopping and get him some batteries. He probably just talks, but yeah, Dad was quite chuffed with him.
It might actually move.
You think it might?
And it might be a button there.
Well, maybe. Don't force it. No, that's not a button. The only button's that one on the front. Yeah, don't force him to move because you might break him. So we'll see when I put batteries in, okay? Go to bed now.
Huggy.
You've had huggies. Go on, night.
The time is 7:44.
Speaking clock here. Yeah, so we had a really good day, didn't we? Yeah, you stayed at home.
It's the best day ever.
So yeah, I was actually telling you about Claire's mum and the wheel. The wheel was manufactured in 1982. We know that much. And we also know that Claire's mum never spun on it. She bought it because she liked it, quite frankly. And she always said she'd get around to spinning on it one day. And she never did. I'm the only person that spun on that wheel in 39 years. I spun on it, I reckon it's got to be about 9-10 years ago. This was before I had Daryl, when Claire and I were doing lots of shows. And I spun on it just to see if it'd work. Because Maureen, that's Claire's mum, said she'd never spun on it. And I did a little bit of yarn on it, and it's like, yeah, it works. You know, I didn't sort of really spend a lot of time on it. I just sat down and went, yeah, it works, it spins, it's fine. And we always sort of said, you know, oh yeah, I'll sit down and teach you, you know, never got around to it. And Claire's mum passed away, unfortunately, a few months back. And best day ever. And Claire said to me, you know, Mum loved you, and I can't think of anybody better for the wheel to go to, which I'm really, really honoured about. And it always surprised me that Claire's mum liked me so much, because it was so funny. When Claire and I first met in real life, we met through Ravelry originally, Ravelry and Twitter and all that lot. And we always used to talk online a lot. And the first time we met in real life was just after we bought a camper van. And funnily enough, today is the anniversary of the day we collected said camper van. And it's the anniversary of the day we bought my first camper van. But anyway, yeah, we sort of, you know, we got the second one, and it was big enough to sort of sleep a couple of adults separately without having to sleep in the same bed or on the same. Not that it would bother me, but there you go. And my mum said I could take it to shows. So I was like, awesome. And I put a thing out on Twitter, and I said, okay, let's do, who wants to come to a show? And Claire said, yeah, take me. She said, I've never been to a wool show. And I was like, no, neither have I. So yeah, let's go. So I goes up there to pick her up, and she said, do you mind coming and meeting my mum and dad? I was like, yeah, what for? And she said, well, it's just, I've never been on holiday without my mum and dad. Claire's older than I am. And she said, and they're a bit worried because Claire has medical issues. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And so she was like, yeah, be nice. I was like, yeah, I'll be nice. And we got there. Turns up in my fucking great camper van. And her mum and dad are like standing outside waiting for us because we said, you know, we're coming. And we pulls up, Claire gets out and goes, hi, Mum, you know, hi, Dad. And I get out, and there's me, like, this is before dreads. But, you know, I had long hair, quite messy hair, probably pulled back in a ponytail or something. Piercings, tattoos, do you know what I mean? New Rock boots, big fucking clumpy ass boots, jeans, and a low cut, you know, what I usually kind of wear, type top. And her dad went, it was so funny. And her mum invited me in for tea. And it was great, and they loved me, and it was so cool. They, you know, I got on really, really well with a pair of them. You know, her mum sent me stuff when Daryl was born, sent me a card and all that lot, which I absolutely adored. Excuse me. And you know, they trusted me to take Claire away, which was a big, big thing for me. You know, it was a big thing for Claire as well, because she'd never gone away without her family or her partner, now her husband, sort of thing. And so it was a big thing for both of us. You know, and we sort of looked after each other, really. It was quite cool. And we had a really good time. And we went to shows quite a few times in my camper. It was so much fun. And yeah, it was when Claire's mum died and Claire said, you know, I want you to have her wheel. I was quite overwhelmed, really, because, you know, it was her mum's and she was giving it to me. So it was really, really cool. So I named the wheel Maureen after Claire's mum. All we know is that she was manufactured in 82. She's the man who made her, Mr. Paul, was from New Zealand, and it's made of Rimu wood, which is from New Zealand. But she matches the cherry wheel I've got almost perfectly. They look beautiful together. They're sitting in my office looking amazing, absolutely amazing. So she spins like a dream, an absolute dream. I did that little bit that I showed you guys this morning. Then I FaceTimed Claire and said, look at this wheel. And she was like, oh, it spins beautifully. And I've done no oiling. I've done no conditioning of it at all. I've literally thrown fibre at it and gone, there you go. And it's spun it like a champ. I've done a little bit more this evening when I got home. And the reason it spins so well is due to the little weights that are in the bottom of the drive wheel. There's 3 little, they look like coins, but they're weights. I mean, they might well be coins. I haven't actually looked at it that hard enough. And it basically means that when you stop treadling, that is pressing on the pedal, the wheel will always return to those weights being at the bottom. But once you've got the treadling motion going, it is literally just giving the foot pedal a little tap just to keep it carrying around. And it spins beautifully due to those weights. I've never spun on a weighted wheel before. So yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. Love it. Love spinning on it. So I am this evening. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea because I'm a bit thirsty. I've not had one today. And I'm going to finish my mum's headband, I think. That's the plan anyway. So yeah. Watch next files. My bag is outside. I found some fabric refresher. It's not Febreze, but it's the same thing by another company, which actually smells nicer than Febreze. I find Febreze a bit cloying, back of your throat. This smells quite nice. It smells almost perfumey. So I sprayed that on the lining and I've just stuck it outside to dry. I've disinfected my bin. So yeah, there's not really much else I can do now. This time of night. I was also saying in the footage that I never record, I love this. This is a toggle lock, yeah. And I really love it, but I wish I could get it to stay sat up like that because it ends up going flat like that. And I'm like, people can't see that. And it doesn't make my hair look so, bouffant. I love the bouffant look of it, you know. That's why I like having really long dreads, because when you put it up like this, it gives you the body and you still retain all the length. So, you know, all this is it's a disc with a hole in the middle and then one of these toggles, and it's a piece of elastic, big thick piece of elastic, which is threaded around there. That then goes around the back of my ponytail and is attached to this toggle, yeah? And you just feed it through the hole so that you get this toggle lock. That's why it's called a toggle lock. And I would like it to stand up like that all the time. So if anybody has any hints on how to make it stand up like that all the time, instead of collapsing so that it's facing upwards and looks like a donut, because it gives me loads more body. I love it. I love wearing it. So I did actually come up with something very, very similar when was it about 5 years ago? I bought a button in a haberdashery shop and used a piece of thin elastic. And yeah, I just think I could have marketed that. So yeah, no mind, eh? Anyway, I think I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Yeah, cup of tea. Empty my bin, bring my bag in, and then that should be it really for the evening. So I'm not going to say any more today. I'm going to leave it. And love the king. Yeah. I just like the way it looks when it's all poof like that. Anyway, I shall see you a bit later on. Hey, it's Sunday. It's 1:35. I have a migraine. Had a bad night, and it must have been affecting me when I went to bed last night, because I got up at 5 to get some medication and the kitchen light was on, And then this morning when I finally managed to drag my ass out of bed, the front door was unlocked. So, yeah. Oh, pardon me. I'm in bad need of maintenance, but my thumbs hurt from knitting and crocheting. So doing my hair is painful to do at the moment. Plus the fact, if I start tightening it all, I've just been having a play with, I think it was that one. It loses a lot of the kink to it because you're tightening it against the curl. So yeah, I'm trying this new method that I've seen King Dread and his wife and Liza Locks do, where you sort of create a frame around the dread, but I can't quite figure it out yet. So yeah, I think I need to get a hook with a handle on it, because where this is so small, gripping it is causing pain down like this part of my thumb here, and I've got it on both thumbs. Working on small needles and hooks is what's doing that. So yeah, but I need to yeah, it's a look. So yeah, tired, really tired. I don't sleep well when I've got a migraine. I've managed to eat, which is good. But I've got no energy. Daryl just feels loud when he's around me at the moment, so he's watching TV. I'd like to go to bed and stay there really for the rest of the day, but that ain't gonna happen. So, because you know, oh dear me. Yeah, I need to get last week's video up and this week's video up. You know, but I don't know when that's going to happen because I can't do it when I've got a migraine. So it'll happen, and I'm sorry for the delay. But look at it this way, you'll have loads to watch.
Hey, we're at the park. This is Bestie on it. What's this? I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna go.
He's wearing the wrong clothes for a study.
So. I can do an amazing move.
You do the roundabout.
What?
Do the roundabout. So I managed to stave off the head pain long enough to stick a basic face on. There's no eyeshadow, just mascara, did my brows, some foundation, my cheeks and my lips. And get Daryl to the park to burn off a bit of energy. So he's going to run around up here for a little bit, and then we're going home and chuck him in the bath because he needs a bath. He stinks because he's a boy. So yeah. He's such a cutie. He's trying to figure out the slides at the minute. So yeah, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't know when I'm going to get to go to sleep. Oh, I finished the X-Files last night. I have now watched all 11 seasons and 2 movies. Well, I've watched it all anyway. So I might finish The Shield tonight. Because they're just about to meet. I'm on season 4. So they're just about to meet Ghost Rider, and I love Ghost Rider film and Nicolas Cage. I thought it was brilliant, and I'd like to know more about the character, you know. So I might, I might start watching that tonight if I'm up for it. I'm going to start cleaning down the road twice a week because I've got a house full of men basically using the upstairs loo, and quite frankly, it gets disgusting because for some reason men don't seem to be able to piss without making a mess. So I said to Mum I would go down on like Mondays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Fridays to clean. So this week I'm going to do Monday and Thursday, and she's going to do lunch on Thursdays. It'll be quite nice. But yeah, unfortunately all the other children up here are like toddlers, well, the 2 other children up here are toddlers. There's a teenager on the swing. So yeah, their attention span's less than his. So yeah, cleaning twice a week starts this week. I've got a tenant moving in on Friday, thankfully, finally, thank fuck. My other tenant is in my bad books at the moment because he's taken food and, you know, just he came home absolutely rat-ass the other night and was generally a bit of a pain in the ass. So Mum had a right go at him. And then Carl said, like, you know, that his yogurt had disappeared, and when confronted he admitted that he had taken it. So he's paid for it, but that's not the point, is it? He's been told not to go in other people's cupboards and the fridge and all that lot. So yeah, so I will warn my new tenant coming in to keep an eye on his stuff and let me know if anything goes missing. But that's pretty much it really for what's been going on, hasn't it? Yeah, bad night, but Daryl was also let me stay in bed till 10, which, you know, I kind of really needed, but I just don't feel like I've had any rest. Be careful, he's going up the slide. Up the slide, yeah. Yeah, I just don't feel like I've had any rest. I feel knackered. But yeah, so I quite like this for a sort of daytime, you know, just so you can see it. I've got mascara. I filled in my brows a bit. I did foundation. I didn't do any colour correction, but I kind of look okay. And then I did blush and highlighter and lipstick. I don't know, am I wearing enough blush? Or do I need to do more? Go on, I'm watching. Yeah! Oh, you figured out your t-shirt makes you slidey. Okay, that means that's going to be filthy by the time we get home. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Do I need more like Kadoom colour? Because I know that like people have said the more dramatic look suits me better. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like a bit of a prick because I'm sitting here in the garden talking to myself while other parents are wandering around with their toddlers. No, don't do it that way because there's toddlers watching you. Okay, you don't want them to copy you. But then he's 6, he doesn't need me to lead him around a park by the hand. So. Hopefully, by the end of next week, I will have... Go on then. I'll have made to my driveway. I got a bit queer about it, and he's like, yeah, actually we're going to be starting for you in about 10 days. And I was like, yeah, you said that 3 fucking weeks ago, you know? So, No, I said, because the little children watching you might try to copy. Oh, boys.